Beep ba 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 da boop. Ba 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 da boop. Beep ba 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 da boop. Ba 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 da boop. Welcome everybody to the 15th episode of the Get Geeked podcast. I think that's what it is. All right, we're gonna kind of have a quick one, a short one. I just had a really long work week, and I'm tired. And I did a lot of grinding for shinies, which I'll get into later. But with all that said, welcome everybody. I want to thank all the new subscribers out there. I think we're up to 47. We're close to getting to 50. And I guess before we even get to any news or any of the subjects, I want to announce the winner of my giveaway. It is going to be. Well, it came up to one person, but that one person, I found out that they already got their own Steve exclusive from Baskin-Robbins. So I went to the second name, and that is Dustin and Dart on Instagram. I will reach out to you, Dustin and Dart, and see if you still want it. And if you do, I'll send it to you. And if you don't reply to me within the week, I will give it to the third name. And if that happens, then I'll announce that on the next podcast or whatever. But Dustin and Darts, congratulations. Let's get into the news. Or, I don't know, did you have something to say? Do you want to say something?
No, not really. I was going to give an update on the winner of the Steven Universe Wobbler toys.
Oh, yeah, some of that.
Not that much. Just told them, it's going to take maybe about one more week, and then I should be able to send it out to them. But, just realize that mine's a massive display box. It's not just one pop, so it's going to take a little longer, but you will get it.
Don't lag on it.
Oh, I'm not. I already got the address and everything set up. It's just... it's a massive box.
True.
So I'm probably going to have to... they get paid soon, so it's probably going to go to get that sent out.
Also, I want to apologize to everybody for the lack of videos this week and probably next week also. Busy schedule for me at work. It will go back to normal beginning July, and we will go back to having 2 to 3 videos a week.
Same here. It's kind of been just work because been riding me. But I'm working on a couple things, a couple ideas.
Yep. And it kind of sucks that that I haven't. I've been so tired by the time I get home from work that I haven't been able to stream. But as soon as my schedule goes back to normal, 3 streams a week, back to 3 streams a week. With that said, have you seen the box office for Dark Phoenix, man? Oh my god, a bomb is a bomb is a bomb, and it looks so nasty.
And you know what? It's even coming with the news from a couple people who are already in the mindset of, they know it's not going to be a box office hit. Mm-hmm. But then even then afterwards, they're still just kind of, that movie.
It's crazy because even like movies that bomb here in the U.S. would make a lot of their money back in China. Dark Phoenix didn't even do anything in China either, and it released early in China, which is kind of like a weird thing because not many movies get an early release in China. So, man, the only thing that scares me is now because we have this bad taste of the X-Men going out, that the MCU is going to take a long ass time to reboot the X-Men, and that kind of sucks. But I'm pretty sure they'll reboot Fantastic Four first, so excited for that. Sad that we won't hear or see about the X-Men until later. Probably like 10 years down the line. God dang it.
Yeah, I mean, the last one wasn't too bad. It was still
X-Men?
Entertaining to watch. Yeah.
No, it was bad.
Really?
It was bad. Well, which one are you talking about? Because the last good one was Days of Future Past, and then Apocalypse was after that, which was like bad, and then this one, Dark Phoenix, which as you can see, it's bombing all over the place.
I didn't think Apocalypse was that bad.
Oh, it was
It
horrible.
wasn't that
There was
bad.
no
It was
story, dude. The guy was supposed to be. See, this is where Fox doesn't understand the whole Marvel universe. Apocalypse is supposed to be one of the most dangerous and powerful mutants to live. He got killed by a bunch of kids, yo. Come on,
well,
man.
mostly got killed by the power of Dark Phoenix and Xavier.
Yeah, kind
Then,
of, but
Cyborg was, or not Cyborg, but like Cyclops was maybe burning away his skin, but I honestly think it was mostly just the mental destroying of Dark Phoenix.
I mean, and that's the other part too, is that in the comics, Apocalypse controlled Phoenix for a little bit. So like to see Dark Phoenix kill him that easily, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Not the way it's supposed to go down. And
Yeah,
the other part
but
too is that at the end of that movie, they teased Sinister, which I was so hyped for, and they didn't do anything with it. I'm so mad.
yeah. Okay, so like I'm trying to say it's not like crazy bad, but like if it's just one of those days where you want to have something on in the background just to like have, it's pretty entertaining for just like a background noise kind of thing.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah, it
I
really
remember.
did.
Yeah, I remember. When I reviewed it, I gave it like a 7, which is not that bad. But I mean, I don't know. X-Men wise though, there was better ones. Days of Future Past was so good. I don't know how they went from. I don't know how they went from doing that to doing Apocalypse and then Dark Phoenix. Like how do you go so good with Days of Future Past and then go backwards? It's just disappointing. Disappointing.
Honestly, I
Go ahead.
may not even watch the movie until like a while later because we still got a couple movies to watch. But
Oh yeah,
after hearing
dude.
about it,
Yeah, it makes me not even want to watch it, dude. Like I don't want to spend the money to watch it. Like, dude, I don't know. Oh, but
so I might even just wait.
a movie that I did watch is The Dead Don't Die. I will do a review on that. I will try to do it this week, and not just and I also promised last week that I was gonna do a review of the Netflix show Dark Summer. So I'm gonna try to bust out those reviews this week, and that's a try. So don't hold me to it, but I'm gonna try to get it out this week.
But I will tell you something. Me and Alyssa have already gotten some tickets because we actually are interested in, and I'll probably do a review of, but we really want to see the new Shaft when it comes out.
Oh my god, are you serious?
It seems
dude?
okay. Look, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the premise of it, some of the older episodes.
See,
but when
the only
I
thing is,
saw the trailer,
have you seen the first one though?
the first one, I've seen bits and pieces on like YouTube, so I get the gist of it. It's not
Because the
something I
only
probably watched more
reason
than once.
the only reason why I scoff at it is because I've seen the first one. As good as Samuel L. Jackson is, dude, I don't know, man. That first one was kind of dumpsterish.
Yeah, I will say that this new trailer kind of leaves me with a little bit of, it has the seriousness of what it used to be with Samuel L. Jackson, but really, I think that the thing that like cuts into it and makes it a little more interesting is the comedy relief of his like new son. And honestly, it was pretty funny. Have you actually seen the trailer?
Yeah, I seen the trailer. It doesn't interest me. It doesn't interest me at all. And not just that too, but I'm just kind of on the hype train for Spider-Man because a few weeks after is Spider-Man, so I don't have any more extra hype to put out to something that's like maybe gonna be okay.
But this is why I hate putting myself into such a high standard for a movie like that, because I know Spider-Man's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I try not to think about it until like I actually watch it, and then all of a sudden it's like this great movie because I never really put too much thought into it. That's kind of how I thought
That's
watching Detective Pikachu was going to be once we finally get around to seeing it.
that's true. I don't know. It's just that I feel like Spider-Man is going to be more important than we make it out to be, only because it's supposed to be the ending of Phase 3, and it's supposed to like show you everything that's going to be coming out for Phase 4. So it's like the middle ground of like the end and the beginning, and there's just I feel like they're gonna I don't know I feel like they're gonna give us more than just a movie. I feel like they're gonna give us insight to the whole universe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that might be me ruining the movie for myself. Because if they don't do any of that, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed. But
This is what I'll kind of be. I have this sense in the back of my mind that Black Widow is going to be a lot better than people are going to give it credit for.
Oh, I mean, I hope it is, dude. Because, I mean, for one thing, I'm already a Black Widow fan. I've been since the beginning. I'm the one who also, I'm part of the whole group of people who shipped Black Widow and Hulk. So I'm down for that movie. I can't wait for it. But, you know, I'm just like, because they've given us no information on it. So I was like, you know, what do you think about it? And, you know, how do you even talk about it? Just because we don't know what it's going to be about. If it's going to be a prequel, are they going to bring her back somehow? And, you know, I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is going to be coming out of the gate kind of confusing for people, considering it's going to be what if they say, well, I mean, I don't see how it can be any other way but a prequel.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, it's going to confuse a lot of people because they're like, didn't she die in that last movie? Yeah. And then, like, all of a sudden she has her own movie.
Yeah, and then if anything happens in the future, they're like, oh, where's Black Widow? Oh, she was alive in that last movie, I thought. Well, but then that's just the people you get.
Let's just say Marvel has some has a tough situation on their hands for that one. And I can't wait to see how they solve it. And I hope that it's better than Captain Marvel, because Captain Marvel was like, it's all right. I felt like
that's what we were wanting to see, but we just decided not to.
I felt like Ant-Man was way better than Captain Marvel, and you know, Captain Marvel has like higher powers, so I don't know how they did that, but whatever.
They made Captain Marvel seem too much of a like enjoying your own fart smell kind of movie, like where she was playing into she knew she was super strong, and it's already most of the narrative of the movie
to me
taken care of.
To me, 75% of the movie was good. It's the last 25% that kind of didn't make any sense. I don't know, but that's just me. And like that, and like 20, if you make a 25% of a movie not make sense, then it almost kind of ruins the movie for you a little bit, or for me a little. You know, it ruins it for me a lot. Just because like you were enjoying it, and all of a sudden, like, you know, it took a dump on you. So I don't know. But yeah, I felt like they just didn't finish it correctly. If they had done a different like finisher, maybe it could have saved the movie. But
you know what? I'm gonna go off on a limb and probably get a lot of people mad at me for this. That's kind of how I felt about the Wreck-It Ralph too.
No, but like you know, dude, you know what, dude? No, I don't think you're gonna get that much hate about it, because I think that's what a lot of people thought about it. Because that's what I heard, and that's why I didn't watch it.
That's good, because I mean, like, dude, there was so much promise. Could have gone so many different ways, but then it just ended up. They stuck so much time into trying to keep the continuity of the movie that in the end they kind of just threw all of it to the wind.
Yeah,
like, it didn't even make sense at the end.
It was kind of crazy too, because like I was kind of hyped for it when I heard that was coming out, and then when I heard the reviews and everyone talking about how the story was kind of disconjointed and that the ending didn't land, I was just like, I don't know if I want to spend my money on it. So that's gonna be another one that I'll probably stream once it gets down to streaming, which should be pretty soon.
What was it on? What was Wreck-It Ralph 2? Voodoo? Netflix? It's on Netflix right now.
Already?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Dang.
Yeah, we just saw it today.
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yes.
It's already on Netflix.
Do you have a Netflix account?
I want to plead the fifth on that, and yeah. Let's just say, let's just say a pirate's life for me. R.
God, next just me, damn.
And then we'll just keep it at that. But yeah, let's just stick with the whole superhero thing. The next news thing. I don't know if you've heard about the whole DC streaming service and their whole troubles, water. For one thing, they came out with Swamp Thing. Everyone loved the show, or at least they saw the first episode and they loved the first episode. Come a week later, canceled the show. Now they already filmed 9 episodes, and they have 9 episodes, and it's already on the streaming service. And I don't know if I heard of anyone finishing it yet or not, but I just know that a lot of people seen the first episode, even the critics and fans, and everyone was just like, amazing show. It starts off good. It's just an awesome first episode. And then a week later they cancel it. Now, the news breaks that they canceled it because there was money problems, because the state that they were filming it at told them they were going to give them a 50% rebate for filming there. Come to find out, the state messed up, and it was only like 25% or something, and they lost money, and they had to cut out episodes, and I don't know what happened, but they decided to just cancel the show. Now, Doom Patrol, which is another show on DC streaming service that has also good praise, just came out today that it's also canceled. Now, I don't know what DC's whole plan is or what they're going to do, but I do know that WB, which DC is under, is starting their own streaming service, so maybe they're just canceling shows on the DC streaming service and then moving it to WB. Hopefully that's what they're doing. Or
maybe DC has finally just officially decided to give up.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Because the thing is, dude, they've messed up their whole movie universe. They're starting a TV universe, which is good, and people are loving it, because I've heard nothing but good things about Doom Patrol, and I heard nothing but good things about Swamp Thing, and for some reason they just go out and cancel their best things that they have. I don't get it. What are you doing, DC? What are you guys doing over there?
Oh, man.
And not just that, they hire Robert Pattinson to play the Batman. I heard news that they decided on 4 different villains for that movie, which is, I feel like, too many villains, but you never know, depending on how Matt Reeves takes care of it and does it. It might be okay. I don't know.
DC has always kind of done that, it's just been their thing where they focus. I mean, come on. If you're going to make a few movies within the few years, you're not going to go Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Penguin, Catwoman, Joker, Harley Quinn, everybody, Scarecrow. Just like, you don't see. Yeah, with Marvel, it's maybe one big bad every movie or so. They will sprinkle in like 2 to 3 per movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just because they think that that's going to be their selling point. That doesn't mean you get the obligation to just skip all the continuity and all the substance just because you want to see these big bads all get taken down. That's not how to do it.
Well, see, here's the smart thing that Marvel does. They will mention a bad, but you might see them in the background and they just get a mention. Or you might not even see them at all. They just get mentioned. So they do it the smart way. They don't have to give them a role right away. You know what I'm saying? Whereas DC feels like they got to cram them all into one movie. I don't know. Yeah. It's crazy.
Like, if you're going to do it, leave it as, a kick-ass cliffhanger. Leave it as, you know, a mention that maybe it'll come up in a different movie. Maybe you'll see a glimpse of him once or twice. Don't only give like 60 minutes to one and then 60 minutes to another. That just makes two terrible movies within the span of however long.
Although I feel like Nolan with his Batman trilogy, I think he did it okay. But then again, he did go with just like two big villains all at once, you know. And then all the other ones are like kind of like side background characters.
Yeah, but even then, like, he made them not as powerful or not as threatening. You don't make everybody the same.
Well,
not like that, but more like they gave them less screen focus. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I digged it. I dig the whole Nolan trilogy. It was pretty. Good.
I dig. I just DC in a whole has to get their shit together.
And then also, they've decided to push back the new Wonder Woman movie, the Wonder Woman sequel, to next year, and then they also are not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know.
You think that's because they'll have like nothing to present?
I don't know if they're like planning a big secret thing, or maybe they're just like they're just failing all over. But, dude, it just doesn't seem good in DC front, which kind of sucks because DC has such a good character pool. Like, how can you mess things up? I feel like
they do, but I'm honestly gonna go out and say it, and I think you're putting a little too much faith into DC. They may just like have.
Well, no, the thing is, I don't have any faith in DC right now, just because they're not doing anything.
Yeah, I just think that they're like keep going to San Diego Comic-Con may just be too much of like a budget destroyer for them when they know they're not going to get anything out of it.
Probably, but I mean, come on, like maybe push. Well, actually, you know, you're right, because they're canceling all their streaming service, so they can't promote that. And then they push back Wonder Woman, so you can't promote that either. There's no word on the new Suicide Squad, and no one knows what's going on with the Black Adam movie. So I guess it's kind of okay that. It's okay that they're not going to be at DC. I mean, not DC, but they're not going to be at San Diego.
They're not going to just have anything going on. And, you know, they're completely sleeping on Teen Titans right now, too.
That is true.
Like, they don't realize how much of a fan base it has.
But, man, dude. Shoot, dude. I don't know. Because
go back to the
original. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Cool.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just if you even put out anything Teen Titans that's not maybe Teen Titans Go, you still got all these old fans. You got all the fans from the comic books, and now you're pulling in all these younger kids who used to love, you know, Teen Titans Go. They're gonna get interested in the new Teen Titans. If it's not some just crappy live action TV show, stop doing business with Warner Brothers. They don't know shit about TV anymore. This isn't some Seven Tree Hill bull crap or whatever the hell it's called.
See, that's their problem, because what was it, the Arrowverse? The Arrowverse on CW. They made a lot of money because they banked on all those teenagers, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a fan of them. I was a fan of those shows when they first started, but then I've noticed that they just went to like these teenage soap opera stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't take it anymore, and I stopped watching.
Not everything is going to end up being a Smallville. I don't think they know that.
I know, and it just sucks that they went that direction, because the thing is that those shows started off so good. Like, Arrow was good in the beginning, Flash was good in the beginning, even Legend of Tomorrow was good at the beginning, and all of a sudden it just turned into like teenage drama love stories. I was just like, yeah, I wanted my superhero shows. I didn't want to watch, you know, like 90210. Like, if I wanted to watch 90210, I would have went and watched 90210. I want to watch a superhero show, all right? But see, here's the thing with the Teen Titans thing. They should have done the movie once they introduced Cyborg. But instead of doing that, they went and did the TV show on their streaming service, which I heard kind of sucked. So like that kind of gives you a bad taste for Teen Titans, right? But good thing they didn't say Teen Titans on the show. It was just called, I want to say it was like Titans. It was just Titans. But even still, though, you know, they had the same characters as Teen Titans. You know, you had Robin, Starfire, and Beast, and Cyborg wasn't part of it because Cyborg was part of Doom Patrol. What was the other one? The gloomy one that's in Teen Titans. The witch.
Who?
The witch. What's her name? You know,
Jinx?
Was it Jinx? No, I don't think it was Jinx. I thought I had a pop of her somewhere. Maybe I put
Raven?
it. Yeah, Raven. There you go, Raven.
Oh,
Yeah, they had Raven.
and it wasn't that sister brother team? Fuck, what were they called?
The Hawks or something. The Birds. The Wonder Twins.
There you go. Weren't they part of the
Teen Titans?
Teen Titans as well?
No, they were part of the Justice League. Well, from what I remember, from what I've watched in my time, they were part of the Justice League. But I don't know. I don't know if they ever dealt with the Teen Titans. I mean, they might have, like in a later version, but not to my recollection.
Either way, I just gotta say straight out, DC has the ability to do what Marvel is doing, and even better, if they would just stop going to everybody loves Superman, everybody loves Batman, everybody loves these main people.
See, that's exactly why, and that's why Doom Patrol was doing good, and that's why people loved the first episode of Swamp Thing, because those were like different characters that were not Batman and Superman. You know what I'm saying? But
nobody gives a crap about all the different iterations of this one person.
I just don't get why they messed up and canceled these shows that were praised and that were good. But I don't know. Let's leave that alone. I guess we'll get off of that because we're taking too long on news. Let's go to E3. Final Fantasy VII has gotten a release date. The reboot has gotten a release date. I don't know if you remember what it was. It was March something, right?
March 3rd, 2020.
March 3rd, 2020. So for all you guys that are excited about Final Fantasy VII Reboot, that's when it's coming out. They finally set the date. Let's go to the new Pokemon Shield and Sword. A lot of people are mad. And they are up in arms. They are tweeting at the makers of they're tweeting who makes it I want to say, for some reason I want to say Freak Show, but it's not Freak Show.
Used to be
Game Freak? Not Game Freak.
Yeah, Game Freak.
Is it Game Freak?
Well, it used to be. Now it's Nintendo because Nintendo bought it out.
No, but they're still part of it. They're still part of the development team. I want to say it's Game Freak. I don't know, but they're tweeting to them. They're tweeting to the makers of Shield and Sword.
It's Game Freak, Creatures, and Nintendo.
Yeah, and they're tweeting to Nintendo, why, oh why, did the creator go out at E3 and tell everybody that the new Shield and Sword is not going to have national decks? I don't know why he did that. I don't know what the reason for is, considering every other freaking Pokemon game has had a national dex. And if you guys don't know what a national dex is basically you'll be able to get all your Pokemons that you've caught, you know, all the old school ones that everyone knows and loves. They can be part of your Pokédex, and you could be able to use them. The maker of Shield and Sword has came out and said that you will not be able to do that anymore in this new iteration, in this new game. It will only be the Pokemon that exist in this world. That right there has kind of put a bad taste in my mouth as well. And I don't know if I'll even check out this game just because of that.
I don't know, man. I am fully gonna buy it because I am looking forward to it. I kind of see where they're coming from. I know it's a bad thing, but also after being a part of like local competitive Pokemon kind of like handheld scene for a while. A lot of them have a history of being, duplicated, modded, duped, all this other crap. But when it comes down to it, I think it's just more the integration of having that cross-platforming that it's going to be a little too difficult,
I don't
Like
know. Well, it kind of makes it sound
barely
like they're
able to get
lazy.
Well, it's because like we're barely able to go from Pokemon Go to the Switch, and it's already difficult. There's so much crap going on. The difference of trying to get it from old platforms onto the Switch, let alone, having to maybe somehow intertwine Pokemon Go into this.
Well, see,
I hope
they don't even need to go. They don't even need to go with Pokemon Go. Just have those original Pokemons that everyone already knows.
I know, but isn't it going to be like, first we got to see how the game is. If it had the capability of going like there's so much extra space, you could have done this, then I do understand. But I feel like when it comes to designing a game like that, if you already have a lot of Pokemon you've come up with, and there's like not that much room in the game, it's kind of overwhelming, especially since this is supposed to be like a European UK version of Pokemon.
Here's the only way I'll even let that go. It's if they come out with a statement letting us know how many new Pokemons are in this world. Now, and if they give us an amount that's higher than what's been in the past, then I'll be like, all right, cool, because that seems like a lot. But you're talking about all the generations of Pokemon games, and every one of them has had a national dex.
I know, but like, think of it this way: what if, considering this is supposed to be a whole new region, what if they're starting it out like the originals for us? Like, if this is technically like the UK's first 151,
I still don't know. I don't know.
That's why we gotta see. We gotta get the game, and you're not gonna be able to see if you don't get it.
I guess we'll have to wait and see when it comes out and see what everyone talks about it. It just seems kind of weird that every game prior has had a national dex, and this is gonna be the first one that's gonna basically trash the national dex. I don't know, but we'll see about that.
We'll have to see too, because they've already been pretty good with coming out with a few Pokemon. It's just seeing how they're going now.
Well, I mean, the only ones they release are the starters and the legendary, right?
Nope.
I don't remember.
They've come out with some extras. They came out with a crow one. There was a sheep one. There was also a electric dog one that they came out with.
That's confirmed, like shown and confirmed.
Yeah.
I've only seen the legendary beasts that they showed in the E3 and the starters.
Go check them out. But what I'm saying is, like, seeing as how they're going, they may have actually just taken the time to create like a whole Pokédex just meant for this region. And who knows? Maybe the next game will have this and a national. Considering
different area. You know how they could fix it if they make a battle version right after, where you could use your national dex. That'd be cool. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, I just really want to see what's going on because they're already implementing so many new stuff. I want to see what's up with this giant Pokemon thing going on.
Well, also because this is going to be the first kind of like open world game, supposedly for Pokemon. So that's kind of cool too. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so let's move on from Pokemon to Call of Duty, and I know you don't really care about it that much, but for me, E3 is a big showing. Everyone is watching. Everyone has eyes on you. You're announcing your new game, and you don't show anything. Activision, Infinity Ward, what are you doing? You went to every freaking one of your showings and just repeated the same thing you said over and over and over. I was just like, oh my God, it was pissing me off by the third time I heard the same thing you said on the last interview. All we want to see is gameplay footage. And now the news has come out that they're not going to show anything until October 25th, which is like, what, a few weeks before your launch? I don't know, man. I don't know. I am excited that I'm excited they're doing cross-platforming. I'm excited they got a new engine, but nothing with nothing to taste. I just don't know how I feel about it.
Homie, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it.
What?
It's gonna be a reskinned Fortnite.
I don't know, man. Oh my God,
Their
dude.
new engine is Epic Engine.
I just don't know, because like they're saying all these things and they're kind of speaking in code and stuff, like, you know, like, oh, we're not, like, we have modes, but it's not really modes. It's because each mode is important to the other mode. And I'm just like, I don't like, show me that freaking mode you're talking about.
This Call of Duty isn't going to be a mode. It's going to be
a mode
feeling.
Because the only thing that's kind of saying to me is that, we're not gonna have we're just gonna save on doing different types of skins because it's all gonna be the same person. I don't know, but yeah, E3, whatever. Those are the most important ones that I kind of want to touch on. Last bit of news, there was the whole Dr. Disrespect drama. I don't know if you know about that. He did his first kind of in real life live stream and got in trouble because he filmed in the bathroom, which is, come on, people, live streamers, please don't be dummies. You guys know the law. Follow the freaking rules. Follow the law. I don't know what was wrong with him. For a guy who's like the biggest streamer in the world, how did you not know that it's illegal to film in a freaking bathroom? How?
Well, he has actually been known to, I'm not going to say this is what it was, but, you know, he kind of knows his way around getting publicity from shocking, like, headlines like that, you know?
Yeah, but like, how do you not know that filming in a bathroom is going to get you into big court trouble? And because of that, he's been banned from Twitch. I don't know how long this ban is going to last. I feel like it's not going to last that long just because it's Dr. Disrespect. He's gonna, you know, he has the biggest following on Twitch, so they'll probably let him back on sometime soon, but I don't know.
Even Tfue and Ninja were talking about this, like, as it was happening. And that's how big you can pretty much see this thing is.
Yeah.
Tfue was putting up some, like, free Dr. Disrespect crap, and then, you know, yeah, he actually him and Ninja both started dressing up like him. It was just something else. But then again, it's not going to stop his fan base, that's for sure. He's still going to get out there, he's still going to stream, he's still going to make money. So either way,
yeah,
the more eyes that are on him are probably better.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to stop him, because if he can't stream on Twitch, he'll move to a different platform that'll let him stream. But I don't get the mindset or made him think that it was okay to do that. It was just dumb.
You know, some people usually just do dumb stuff sometimes. Because I know going to conventions like that, sometimes you get wrapped up in the whole, like, the energy of this isn't like a normal place you're at, that sometimes you just do something stupid and you don't even think about it. So that's it can happen sometimes. You know, all of us are humans, but
I don't know, but see,
it was a dumb mistake.
The thing is, though, he did it 4 times. And not just that, he has a team with him. Like, you'd think at least one person in his team would know the laws, especially being in California.
Unless he was trying to do it on purpose.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
Unless he wanted to go to jail. Because here's the thing, and I think he gets a kind of a bye because he wasn't the one holding the camera. because now he could blame it on his camera guys. He could blame it on his camera, saying that his camera guys are the one that followed him. Because I believe on one of the clips he told the camera guy to stay outside, but the camera guy followed him in anyways. But if it turns out that it was his idea, and he gets taken to court and it's been proven that was his idea, dude, he gets jail time, like for sure. No, doesn't even matter how big of a streamer he is, he gets jail time, and he might even be, depending on how lenient the judge is or how mean the judge is, he could even be prosecuted as a sex offender, just because there was a kid in one of his shots. So yeah, Doc, good luck, dude. Pulling for you. Let's see what your legal team does. I don't know about that. I don't know, but that's kind of the news. Any last words on that? I don't know if you want to say anything else more about that before we get into your topic.
Kind of makes the Tfue thing happen like a couple weeks ago not as bad.
Well, I don't even think the whole Tfue thing was even that bad. I just feel like Tfue just wants to go out on his own, and his contract wasn't letting him do that. So I don't know.
Yeah, so not really sure if this was. So I am going to kind of go into my next subject. So I'm not even sure if it did come out during E3 or if it was just kind of a release of stuff. But as of right now, there is word of that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be releasing sometime soon within the next year. They never came out with a real actual date, but they did say it was going to be in 2020. Then again, I am looking forward to it. But if you've played the other games and have played the most recent Grand Theft Auto 5, especially with all of the disappointing updates to heists, to having your own companies, to all these new upgrades that are seeming more and more like Saints Row each and every day, and you still wasted as much time of your day on it as I have, you're going to be pretty mad that there's a hunch that all of your cars, all of your progress, all of your money, all of the things that you've spent on Grand Theft Auto 5 online, it's going to all be wiped away at Grand Theft Auto 6, and that's fine because that's the normal base of general gist of games. But the thing is, so there's two different things that are coming up that aren't normal for Grand Theft Auto games. The first one is there's just speculation going around that it's going to be a lot bigger than most of the other games, and I'm hoping that means that they're going to be bringing in some of the old locations just a little revamped, kind of like it'd be cool if you could take a boat down to Vice City or something. But the second piece of news is apparently it's going to be a female protagonist this time, like a female main character, which I think will be pretty cool. I just hope it comes with just as good of an online community as this last Grand Theft Auto 5 did, because it really, once you're done with the game, you're done with the game. You don't really play it anymore. You go straight to online, and then you play the game indefinitely, essentially, because you do pretty much the same stuff. But the cool things is, with this, it's coming with a Grand Theft Auto with a bigger game. I'm hoping a bigger area. Hopefully it doesn't slowly just change into Saints Row and how crazy that game has just become. Flying things everywhere, lasers, giant cats, pretty much anything you can imagine. But with that, and still talking about releases, all of you Switch players out there, which Gabe, you still need to pick one up. It is awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for like the discounted prices.
Well, you might want to.
Should be a little more.
Just wait.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like by Thanksgiving, and there should be sales all over the place, right?
Yeah, and apparently they're coming out with a new model too. So, it'll probably still stay the Switch, so you can still get games and still play. It just might be like an upgraded hardware. So you might as well just stay and wait for that to come out, and then just buy the older one at like a cheaper price, like the Xbox One to the Xbox One X,
Which, like, within a 1 year span, well, not even a whole 1 year span yet. That seems like a little bit quick to already doing
It
a
is.
hardware
It
upgrade.
does seem a little quick, but there are a lot of issues that people are having with the Switch about like how delicate it is, how there's a lot of different aspects of the Switch that are cool and have so much more power, but they haven't implemented anything into it yet. Like there's this thing where you have to like go into a certain menu and then turn on a certain something and then log in through like your Facebook. But if you get to that point, you'll see that the Switch already has a programmed full Facebook interface for the Switch, which is interesting considering that they don't have like a Facebook application or anything. So there's a lot of things that it can do, but I think they just were in a rush to push it out and they haven't implemented all of the extra things that they actually put into it. Like the Wii U was actually like a tablet. It can go online, it can watch Hulu, it can watch Netflix, it can go onto the web browser, it could do anything, just like the Wii. But then the Switch comes out, which seems like it would be the better handheld version of that, and you can't go online,
You
you
can't go
can't go on
online.
YouTube. No, you can't. You can go online, but you can't like search the browser.
Oh
You
yeah,
can.
yeah.
We barely just released YouTube, just barely.
The freak.
Yeah, there's no Netflix. There's barely Hulu, but it takes forever. I don't actually know. No. I don't even think we have. It's it's just horrible compared to the Wii U and the Wii. So I'm hoping that this new upgrade was just like a rushed version of the final.
To basically put in all the stuff that it should
Yeah,
have.
that it should have had from the beginning.
Let's hope it does.
Because if not,
But I
then
mean,
it's just an upgrade.
I kind of get where they're going with that though, because I think they just wanted to. I think they just wanted people to pay more attention to their games instead of all the extra stuff that's on there.
And
Yeah.
now you can, play the games that you loved, like, Breath of the Wild, but then actually have something that you can, watch Hulu on a kickstand.
Before you go on, there was a tease for another new Zelda, which I feel like is a bit early, considering Breath of the Wild was like last year.
Yeah, I kind of feel that that's early too, because I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're not known for doing that, considering there was Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, and there was Ocarina of Time, and then there were so many iterations of the Game Boy, DS, 3DS. So it's not really an unheard thing of, but Breath of the Wild was something different. It was like an open world. To think that they are going to put out a game with just as much thought is kind of unheard of. But if they do put out a game that's not really as good, they're just going to say it was kind of a rush. We're just going to call it like a money grab.
I heard that it's a continuation of Breath of the Wild. But
well, then that's probably worth it.
That's a rumor coming from the announcement of the tease of the new Zelda game.
Well,
so I don't know how much. I don't know how much of how much you could put on that. You know what I'm saying? So
because there's still so much to do in Breath of the Wild. Not to mention.
Yeah, see, but that's why I feel like it's a bit early to be coming out with another Zelda game, just because Breath of the Wild is such a massive game,
Mm-hmm. Dude, not to mention like when playing the game, it's pretty crazy. There's a lot to do, but they're not really known to be making games that are actual spin-offs of the original game. I get that every other game is technically in the same timeline, considering that they're all playing the same story. But when has Nintendo ever come out with like Link to the Past 2 or something like that? It's just not really something they do. So if this is going to be a different version of like what happens after, then maybe it'd be cool, considering it seems like something they'd work on since they finished the first game. But if not, it just seems like really rushed, that they shouldn't put something out that's brand new just into the market like that. That's how they kill most of their game faces. Like, I just don't understand it. But I do like that they're moving into bigger and better games, which, like I was saying, one of their biggest and best games to date, which everybody loves, and people are still mad that they haven't come out with the game of yet for the Switch, is Animal Crossing. Um, they just came out with a release date for Animal Crossing, which, yes, is again in 2020. So we're still going to have to wait till next year. But
well, everything's releasing 2020, so
yeah, you know, like, it's still early on in the year, but just to hear the word 2020, the number 2020, it just gives me like a shiver down my spine thinking it's so far away.
Here, I mean, if you could think about it that way, but if you really think about it, we're at the end. We're at the midway, or we're past the midway of this year.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Think about that, dude. I mean, you're like, dude, Halloween and Thanksgiving is around the corner.
But it's still so far away. And like, even some of these games are like for August to like December or November of 2020, so it's still got like another few months after too.
That's true. I mean, you're gonna have your October and November releases coming up in 2019, and then but all the new games that were announced, most of the new games that were announced, that even the stuff that was announced at E3, all of them are mostly coming 2020, with a few of the bigger ones that they announced that are coming at the October, November 2019.
Mm-hmm. So, and with that, you know, all of you Nintendo lovers who can't get enough of Animal Crossing, and that's, I know the only reason why you guys got Stardew Valley, because you couldn't get your Animal Crossing fix. It's coming. It's definitely coming, and apparently it's going to be like the others, but I'm hoping with the capacity of the Switch has, that there will be a much more of a open world base to it, considering all of the Animal Crossing so far have kind of been pretty small. Not much to do. You can barely go and visit other people's towns without them even being there. So I'm hoping there's going to be more of like you have your own world, but maybe be able to get onto a train and then go to like a main city where you can see a bunch of other people trying to just buy something for their town. So I'm hoping that happens. If not, whatever, it's just going to be another Animal Crossing game, but you'll still buy it up anyway, won't you?
And then we'll see another wave of Animal Crossing toys flood the toy market.
Yep, and they all look the same. They just got a different pattern on their shirt.
I remember when the first one flooded the market, and this was during the Amiibo / Nintendo line craze. Jesus, they were all over the place. And the thing was, they made the exclusives really hard to find, and they flooded the market with the regular ones. That the regular ones were all over the place, man. Good God, dude. Like, they were just like, they're like, because I'm mostly pop, Funko Pops, so that's what I go for. But then those,
even Funko Pops had their own time, you know.
Oh no, they still have their time right now. Like their commons are just like all over the place, and then it's hard to find the ones that you're looking for.
And then come a couple years from now, you know, it'll be like, why are there so many of these things? Nobody wants them anymore. Everybody just wants the rare ones, but they can't find any.
Well, you know, like it's gonna be kind of the same thing with the Beanie Babies. It's gonna turn out that way, but it's gonna take a while, just because Funko has so much licensing that, you know, it's gonna be hard for people to get tired of them, because they're just gonna come out with new lines every time, which is fine for me. I'm okay with it.
I think eventually they're just going to get to the main where they're like so mainstream that it's going to be one of those things where you have to go to like a Disneyland opening to get a certain pop. Or
dude, they already had that. There was this.
I know, but it's going to be like more of a common thing.
There was that one exclusive that I don't even remember what the hell it was, but you were only able to get it at Disneyland, and not that many people was able to find it. Like, only a few select people got it. And that's probably one of the most rarest ones out there. And I'm pretty sure if you figure out what it is and you have it, I'm pretty sure it's probably worth like $700.
Mm-hmm. So it's not even going to be any, having to go to a store at a certain time. It's going to be like you're going to have to do some crazy, crazy crap to get your hands on these. Because, I mean, that's kind of what they're doing to Pokemon cards right now, but they're still going pretty strong, Like now you have to go to McDonald's to get a certain card. You have to get a box of cereal to get a certain card.
But see, the thing is, though, with Pokemon cards is they make it accessible. Like it's you just have to, everyone has the same chances. Whereas in figures and mostly Funko Pops, oh my god, dude, that's a whole nother topic. Which like I might make that my next week's topic just because I have so much to say about that because I've been in that situation like way too many times. Like I would see a release of an exclusive, jump in the car, drive to the shop, and you see the guy at the counter with all three of them, buying all three of them, and you're just like, no. And they allow it. You know what? Remind me. We're doing that as next week's topic because I want to go into that.
This is why I kind of get a lot of joy from watching these videos online. This lady actually pulled up to like an old iPhone release day, and these three kids were just in the front. They actually spent like, I want to say 2 days sitting in the front. She just walks up with a bunch of money and just says, how much do you want for your, front of the line seat? And he was like, $1,000. So she just gave him $1,000. Come to find out, she was going into the store to buy them all out.
No.
She walked in and they legit told her.
Wait, no. Didn't I? I think I heard about it. They didn't allow her to do it. She couldn't buy the whole thing.
She could only buy one.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember that news. Yeah. And then she tried to get the money back from the kids, but the kids were like, no, you gave it to me. Like, you're not getting your money back.
Yeah. You got your place. That's all you wanted. It's not like I guaranteed you'd get your...
Yeah, that's karma, and I love it. I wish that would happen to these. I wish that would happen to these freaking flippers, dude. With the whole toy business, man. Oh my god.
Have you been seeing this stuff going on about E3 where Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out?
With Keanu Reeves.
These dudes are getting the jackets from E3 and they've already hit eBay within like the first hour, going upwards of like $500.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
The producer of the game actually went out and said, don't do it. In a week, we're going to have the same ones up on our shop.
I know, right? I mean, people are just dumb, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, they grab whatever they can.
But see, like...
They think it's going to have some monetary value.
The people who buy it are dumb. The people who actually sold it, they're smart.
Yeah.
Because they made $500.
But then again, you get to this point where you're just like... Sometimes they're ruthless.
Yeah, but I can't be mad at those people because they took a chance and an opportunity to make something out of it. And really, if dumb people are dumb enough to buy it, not thinking that these are replicas that they'll probably sell later on as in the stores for maybe like $30-$40. Yep. Then that's on them. They're stupid. You know what I'm saying? And the guys who thought about it and were like, let's make $500. You know what? Hey, kudos to them, dude. They did it.
Yeah, because you can't be like, well, we didn't say it was going to be an exclusive. We just, put it up and you wanted it. So,
yep.
But yeah, it's just like, dude, they were handing out like stacks of stickers for 2077. They're going on eBay for like $12 a piece. But
here's the other part too: is that I could kind of see that because it's like it's memorabilia from from E3, which if people are into E3 that much, then much to them. I don't know.
But dude, they gotta do that for phones, or they gotta do that for everything. Just like if you want a pop, you can only get one. We're not gonna sell you every single pop.
Yeah, which I don't know if you know the whole controversy with the Steve Baskin Robbins exclusive.
No, what's up with that one? I was gonna ask.
Well, no, okay. Well, first of all, kudos and shame on Baskin Robbins at the same time, because kudos to them, they made the rule one per customer only, and I even heard that some Baskin Robbins was one per family, so you couldn't be part of the same family and get one or get two. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were only able to get one per family, so you had to go in there one by one. So kudos to them for that, for making that rule. Shame on them, because some of those stores figured out that it was a big thing and jacked up the prices. So where the street value was only supposed to be $13, some places were selling it for $40. It went up as high as $80. There was a store, and some guy tweeted it out. It was a picture of the display, and on the display it said $80, because you had to buy, when you buy the pop, you had to buy the shirt, you had to buy the stickers, you had to buy the magnet, and everything totaled up to $80. Oh my god, yeah. So shame on them. But see, the thing is, like, it's Baskin Robbins is like kind of like, it's a chain, but each one is owned by a certain person, you know? So yeah, it's hard to control that when it's singularly owned.
Tell me you didn't just get the one to give away.
I got just the one to give away. Because I mean, like, I heard what was going on. I was just like, you know what, like, let's just do a good deed for the whole community. I know it's gonna be worth something later on because of all that stuff and everything like that. But for one thing, the pop doesn't really catch my eye, so I like to keep the ones that kind of catch my eye. Weird.
But yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, shit, even Disneyland is having that stuff going on right now, where like people will go and buy those exclusive popcorn buckets just to sell them on eBay. But there's only like a limited 20 per cart per the day, and they'll just go up and buy all 20.
Yeah.
And just feature.
Well, it's kind of smart on them, because people know that not many people are going to be able to go to Disneyland, because how expensive Disneyland is. But it all depends on it depends on how high the price they jack it up, or how high they jack up the prices.
If they can't go to Disneyland, why would their hobby be collecting Disneyland popcorn buckets? Because
they love Disney. You never know. And it also depends on what character or what design is on the bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they just really like popcorn.
I mean, I've like, there's a bunch of collectors out there that collect weird things, and they kind of have no connection. But when you hear their story, it's somewhat connected, but just weirdly connected. I don't know. Dude, we've been on this subject for a long time, and it's not even part of the subject that we were talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, we're pretty much at the end of it. We just got one more. So let's talk about that.
All right, let's get into my subject, and we're just bringing it all back around. Pokemon, but not just Pokemon, but freaking Pokemon Go. Because if you guys are not into the game, you guys have not heard, Pokemon Go Fest started this week, or it started on Thursday that just passed. And to me, man, oh God, dude, I'm jealous. I'm jealous because I watched all the videos of everyone that went and saw all the stuff that they were able to get. And it just seems like it turned out to be a totally awesome thing. And, come to find out, dude, if I planned it out right, I probably could have been able to go. I just didn't realize, like, because here's how they're doing it now. They're doing it by day, and they made it to like a 4-day event. And when you buy a ticket, you got to choose the day that you want to go. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if I had chosen like Sunday, maybe I could have left here on Saturday night after work, fly over to Chicago, and be able to go for Sunday. So I don't know, dude. But just watching it, dude, I'm a little jealous because they section off the park to like different like biomes. You have your spooky garden, which is like the ghost types. You have your ice mountain, which is like the ice type, and so on and so on. And because of the amount of shinies that are out right now, each and every biome you could find that shiny that you want. And just seeing the amount of everything that people seen, and they even have like the Pokemons that are just raid bosses out here in the normal. They were out in the wild over there for them, and they were able to catch it out in the wild. And also they accidentally released shiny Abra and shiny Clefairy like for like half an hour. So there's like a few people out there that kind of has the rare shinies out because it was only like accidentally released for half an hour, and some people caught it.
Didn't they have that kind of issue before where they accidentally put out something early and they didn't even say anything about it?
Yeah, well, it was like Shellos, because Shellos was supposed to be a regional thing, and they had released both regionals at the same time, wherever, and people were catching both of them at the same time, which they weren't supposed to be able to. It was supposed to be like only one side of the earth and the other side of the earth, whatever, blah blah. But yeah, dude, I'm just super jealous because the thing is like they get to go in there, get Jirachi first before anyone else does, and just like kick it at the park and catch all these shinies, and then I go out grinding for like a whole 2 days and come out with just one shiny. It's like,
dude,
man.
I mean, I already saw this dude on a forum get like a 96 IV Jirachi. We're pissed off.
Well, dude, yeah, and that's the other part too. Like, those legendaries like that or those mysticals, you only get one chance to catch them, and you have to stick with whatever IV you get with them.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do about it? But I mean, the only part that makes it kind of okay is because you don't even ever use your mystical Pokemon, anyways. I never used any of. I haven't used Mew and I haven't used Celebi, so they're just cool to have. But yeah, dude, like I 2 days of grinding and I caught myself a shiny Snubbull, which is kind of cool because ever since it was released, I've never even seen one, and to finally get one is cool. But I've been searching for that freaking green horsey. Why won't you turn green for me, man? And I've been clicking on so many Psyducks, and he just won't be a blue Psyduck. Oh, man.
There's actually a tip on how to get one a lot easier.
Go to biomes?
No, just evolve it. It turns blue anyway.
No, man, because the shiny version isn't blue, dummy. I want the duck to be blue, not the first form to be blue, not the
other duck.
Yeah, not the other duck.
That is already blue.
I want the shiny form, all right? You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it.
Well, I say one thing?
You hate on all the shinies. I don't mind it. I just want to be able to catch them. I just want to be able to see them.
Because there's so damn many of them. They're supposed to be rare.
Yeah, but they are rare. Because look, I could barely find one. Oh my god!
Give a dude like all the time in the world. Like have a guy who like works at home. He's gonna be the one that finds all that crap because he's got all the time in the world. So, can I say one thing though?
What?
I am pissed off it's not already out yet, or it's more the fact that I'm just pissed I haven't been pre-selected. I am actually looking forward to this Niantic Harry Potter.
Oh, it's out, isn't it? I thought it was out.
Nope.
Is it on beta? Or, alpha?
Only in closed beta right now.
Closed beta.
It's an alpha. So, I've been pre-registered for about a month now. Still no news, and I keep checking back. it's the same as Pokemon Go essentially, but instead of like catching Pokemon, you're supposed to like find Horcruxes or find magical things that are around the world.
Yeah.
I just
No,
think it's gonna be a little.
I've seen people do videos on it because I guess they got chosen for the beta.
I want to be in that damn beta. Plus,
Well,
like I haven't seen that many videos about it. I just want to see exactly because if I have to say which is better, I believe for me, Pokemon just beats out Harry Potter by like a sliver. So I like them both just as much. So of course I'm gonna be excited for this one too.
well, I never really hopped on the Harry Potter train, so
True, but
I'll stick to Pokemon.
yeah, because it comes with reading all the books, watching all the movies, and then I even went on to the whole Pottermore thing where you can create your own. You find your own like spirit animal. You find your own what wand works best for you. So I believe if they do interact all of that together, it would be cool. Considering your character would be customized to you based on what wand you would use, what um, your spirit animal is when you do your spells, what kind of school, what class you would be in. I just think that if they were able to pull all that together, it would be a really customized and interesting game where they would actually take it seriously like they do, Pokemon Go.
True. Well, I mean, you just gotta wait to see because I had thought it was already been released and I haven't heard anything about it, so I thought it was like kind of like on the downfall. But if it's still in beta and it's not released yet, then yeah, so it still might be good, because they have time to make it good. Or yeah,
Yeah, and I still got to do some more research on it to see if anybody from beta is able to put out any kind of, video or news on it because I'm still interested. And I have 3 accounts that are already signed up for pre-beta, mine, my second gaming channel or my second gaming email, and Alyssa's. So I'm hoping one of them eventually has some kind of luck getting accepted. But if it does, if I'm allowed to, I'll definitely like record the day ins and day outs of playing that game.
Slytherin.
Nah, homie, every test I've ever gotten, I've been placed in
Ravenclaw.
Gryffindor.
Oh,
Gryffindor.
Hufflepuff.
I'm a Gryffindor. Alyssa's Slytherin.
Slytherin.
And I believe I'm a 11-inch Dragonwood with
You said
Dogwood with.
You said wood.
Yeah, 11-inch.
11-inch wood.
I think I'm 11-inch. See, the more I say, it's not gonna sound any better because it's an 11-inch semi-flexible.
You're 11-inch what? You're 11-inch Gryffindor.
But dude, I'm just looking forward to it because there needs to be a game with such of a world
11-inch
interaction. I'm a Gryffindor, homie.
All right.
Phoenixes, and lions aren't 11 inches.
Yeah.
Gryffindor over Slytherin any day.
Oh, them fighting words.
Homie, it's the truth.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm just jealous of Pokemon Go Fast, man. You know what? It makes it to where, like, dude, if they have another one next year, and if it's not near here, I might even try to do it anyways, just because of how freaking awesome it looked. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, me and Alyssa are doing some, like money management for the next few years or so, and we're thinking of, maybe traveling a little. So
Yeah.
thinking about maybe like the Philippines or something. So if we're close, I wouldn't even mind checking out like a Tokyo or Philippine Pokemon Go Fest because
they have
the only one to go to
because they have one coming up in Germany, and then they have one coming up in Japan.
Hmm.
But
So a Japanese Go Fest would be good, like sick.
that would be kind of crazy though, man, because
Yeah,
you need a
that's kind of like jumping into.
you need a translator.
That's kind of like jumping into the fire straight away, you know.
Yeah, for reals though. I mean, although it would be totally awesome, like mad awesome, it'd just be like totally crazy too at the same time.
It would be like sending a 13-year-old with only $20 into the middle of San Diego Comic Con. They wouldn't know what to do. They'd be scared and they'd just freak out and not have any clue what to do. They're just in over their head.
I would kind of love it though, dude. I don't know, man. Jesus. And the crazy thing about theirs is theirs is a whole week long because they're doing it at the same time as Pikachu Breakout Fest. So that's nutty.
Dude, I don't even think I would be ready to go.
I don't know, man.
So,
but yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Plus,
it is
like,
what it is.
I think wasn't like one of the last ones like either Taiwan or Taipei or Singapore that had the Pokemon Go Day?
No, that's totally a whole different thing. That was Singapore and that was a Safari Zone. Pokemon Go Fest.
Okay.
Pokemon Go Fest is a totally different thing. Basically, like Safari Zone is like certain types of Pokemon, and then Pokemon Go Fest is basically everything that's in the game. So that's why it was so cool because they had the biomes for every type, and anything that was able to be shiny could be shiny, and then plus extra because freaking, they accidentally released a few and they also released new ones at the same time. And I was just like, oh my god. Oh, okay. This is a throwback to one of your topics because now there's speculations because with the whole 3 Pokemon Go Fest here in the US, Japan, and Germany, there's like these tasks that we're all supposed to like kind of complete, right? And if we all complete them, then there's a bonus at the end. I mean, there's also like there's a bonus they already tell you about, which is the shiny beasts. If we complete everything, or if we complete each thing, they release the shiny beast one at a time on a certain day for raid battles and stuff. But if we get all 3 of them done, there's supposed to be like a super extra bonus at the end. A lot of people are speculating because they were speculating last year that it was supposed to be shiny Mewtwo. They're doing the same speculations, but because the new movie is coming out in Japan pretty soon, they're also thinking that maybe the super extra bonus might be Armored Mewtwo, which if you remembered, you did that topic a while back.
It just didn't seem like something they would do, but now I'm like, they might.
And here's the other part too, is because remember back then I said data miners didn't find anything. Well, I think like a month or so after we did that topic, there were some secret type coding around Mewtwo that everyone did not know what it was supposed to be, which made a lot of people speculate that it might be Armored Mewtwo, but nobody knows because they couldn't figure out what the heck those codings were.
Well, we only gotta see, because if it is, may have to finally open Pokemon Go again just to do it.
Man, you need to just open it up so you can freaking open my gifts, dude. We're 2 days away from hitting best friend, so I can get that 200 XP, dude. 200,000 XP.
I know, but I'm saving it for a special moment.
Shoot, I only need 200,000 XP to hit level 39.
It's not my fault that I don't have a gift to send back.
You don't need to send me a gift. You just need to open mine. That's all you need to do. Just open my gifts 2 days in a row. Boom, we hit it. Boom, 200,000 XP, and then I get to level 39.
I'll think about it.
And while you're at it, also have Alyssa open up her gifts too. Dang it!
I'll try.
But yeah,
but all in all, that's essentially what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that's everything. That's all the topics, dude. I have nothing left. We kind of went long, anyways, dude. We went longer than we were supposed to, and we only had 2 topics.
But there's a lot of stuff in there that we could probably cut out.
Well, not really. I mean, it was kind of good banter, except for a few things that I may just cut out, small little things. But yeah, that's all our topics, guys. Remind me, I do want to do the toy flipper subject for next week for sure, because that's a hot topic. I get heated and I go off on it a lot. And
all right, we'll do this. You talk about toy flipping, and then I'll do kind of like the same thing I have, but it comes to video games. I am pissed off, and I want to talk about how games will go through the whole fact of like giving you, hey, there's this last chance, get this really rare skin, do all this stuff,
and then it gets a release.
Yeah, and then they get a release, and then you're like, okay, well that's it. And then next year, the same time around, they're just like, hey, you want to do that thing that we told you was only going to be once again? Fucking hate that shit.
All right.
And then there's like, okay, so yeah, we're going to go, and I'm going to go punch a wall. I'll see you guys.
So there you go. You guys kind of have a preview on our topics for next week. We're going to be talking about toy flipping and video game release. I don't even know.
Grabs.
Yeah, money grabs. Video game money grabs releases. Video game release money grabs. So once again, thank you everyone who's newly subscribed. Tell a friend. I am gonna contact you. I forgot his name already, but the winner for my giveaway, I'm gonna contact you through Instagram. Get that out to you. As well as I'm also going to be doing a review show coming out later this week on what movie did it? Oh yeah, The Dead Don't Die, and the Netflix show Black Summer, and as well as by next week or maybe July, just so when my schedule calms down, I will be doing another giveaway where I'm just going to be giving away a ton of my pops that I'm not able to put up on display. I'm just going to show you it, and you get to choose which one you want, and it's going to be first come, first serve. Just when you see the video, you're just going to comment down which one you want, and the first one to comment that, I'm just going to, boom, that's what you get. Other than that, Alex?
I'm going to just take this moment to also remind everybody that there is also another incentive when it comes to subscribing. You not only get a 100 subscriber incentive gift bag, but don't you ever forget that Gabe said when we got to 1,000 subscribers, he's gonna get a Get Geeked tattoo. So
yeah, oh yeah, dude, I still do it. Hell, like if it takes forever for us to get to 100, I'll do it on 100. I'm gonna think about it first, but if it takes long, I'll do it. I'll do it at 100 subscribers. I don't care. I mean,
if it takes too long, he'll do it at 49.
But dude, yeah. So I mean, it's all good. Once again, thank you everyone who's newly subscribed. We're getting close to 50. Help us push it over. Help us get to 100. And with that said, we will see you guys all on the next episode. Goodbye.
Let's get to 49. Let's get that tattoo.